Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thundertron podcast. So today I'm discussing and giving my thoughts on the new HasLab Deathsaurus update. Also all the news that we have on the new 2023 HasLab that was unfortunately cancelled. I'll get into more why and all the information on that in just a sec. I would say towards the back half or the later end of this segment, I will also be discussing and kind of going through the entire new Legacy United poster or artwork that was just revealed, because there's quite a bit of Easter eggs and things I do need to talk about that. So let's start off talking about the HasLab news, because there's quite a bit of news and I think I can get through it pretty quickly, and I definitely think there's more interesting stuff towards the end, so make sure you watch or listen through this whole podcast segment. So as far as HasLab news goes, there's some good news and there's some unfortunate kind of bad news. So starting with the good news, Deathsaurus, we actually are going to be getting two things very, very soon: the actual figure and also a video unboxing it. So they did say the designers and the marketing team, a part of Transformers, the Transformers brand at Hasbro PulseCon, did say that we actually were supposed to get an unboxing video of Deathsaurus at San Diego Comic-Con, but they did say they actually brought the box, the actual packaging, but Deathsaurus was not inside, so that's the reason why it wasn't there. And actually my suspicions or my theories were correct. Before San Diego Comic-Con happened, I did have a theory thinking that they were going to do an unboxing, and I was actually really let down and kind of disappointed and surprised that they didn't do one, but actually that was in the plan. They were supposed to, but again, as I said, they didn't actually have the figure in hand. It was somewhere completely else. So they did say they will be releasing a very soon video on Deathsaurus, the packaging, probably how it's set up, how it's kind of laid out, how you're going to actually get the figure. They did say there's actually going to be pretty much two outer boxes or sort of outer layers of protection when you get Deathsaurus. So in case you're kind of worried how you're going to get the box, you don't want it to come dented or damaged, it's going to come packaged very securely. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same way Victory Saber came packaged. You actually had the figure's packaging, you had an outer smaller box, and you pretty much, completely tight against the actual figures box, and then of course you had the secondary outer box that actually had the shipping label, your address, all the information on that. So they also did say that it will be going into production very soon, so I'm thinking most likely we'll probably get it maybe mid to late November or maybe early December. I think that's probably around when it's going to happen. I'm just speaking from experience because several of my friends who've gotten other HasLabs not Transformer related, like Star Wars and Marvel, theirs have said fall, and they typically do get them around end of November, early December, so probably around there we'll get Deathsaurus. So now for the unfortunate news for the new HasLab that was supposed to be 2023. They did say it's not going to happen in 2023 anymore, which, truth be told, I think that's probably kind of a blessing in disguise, because we've been spending a ton of money, myself and many other collectors, on this hobby. There's been a ton of reveals. We actually just kind of forked over $200+, just a while ago on Deathsaurus and Victory Saber, and if they were going to do another one here or this year, that would be a lot of money. And here's the thing, we didn't know what the HasLab is going to be. We still don't know what this HasLab is going to be. And it could be really expensive. It could be more than $200. It could be like another case like Unicron, where it's almost $600-700. So it's probably for the best that it is delayed. Also, we do have to keep in mind next year is the 40th anniversary of Transformers, not this year. So in a way, it makes sense. I'm not surprised. Am I a bit disappointed? Yeah, I was really hoping and looking forward to finding out what the HasLab is going to be, but I think we might have to wait a while. I do think there is a huge possibility that maybe we won't have to wait until, this time next year around PulseCon, because typically, just speaking from experience with Deathsaurus and Victory Saber, they were both revealed around end of October. I think both of them actually started taking backers on the exact same day, October 27th. I think it was like 5 or something. So at the end of the day, so I think both of them were the exact same day. I think if this new HasLab was to be this year, I think it would also be on October 27th at that same time. But maybe since it was delayed, since it's not going to be that day, maybe it'll be like really early that next year. Maybe we won't have to wait until, October or September for PulseCon. It could be early. A really good kind of a situation that happened was Unicron. I never did back that one, but I do remember that one was a special situation. I think that was our first Transformers HasLab, but that was actually, was released and stopped taking backers, like really at like a completely different time. Like I think it went up for backing, I think like end of the year, but we actually ended up getting it like early in the following year. I think it was like March or April or something. So maybe it might start taking backers, this new one, in like January. We might have to not wait that long past 2023. That's a possibility. They did not say anything about when it's going to go up for backing. They did say actually kind of a key word. I can't remember the exact same way this person phrased it, but they did say they're going to have like a big Omega sized reveal. It was something like that. They did say Omega. I think it was like Omega sized, or it was like Omega type reveal, or it was like an Omega reveal. So, maybe we could be getting Omega Supreme. If we are, I don't think it's going to be like, the G1 appearance, because we do have the Siege Omega Supreme, and they did just actually do a repaint into the lunar tread, the Guardian one, the Guardian Robot one from the old G1 series, that one episode. I think it was a War Dawn episode, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think they'll do another G1 Omega Supreme. If it is Omega Supreme, we could be wrong. I think if they're going to do an Omega Supreme, which I hope they do, maybe it could be like the Omega Supreme from, I don't know, Fall of Cybertron or War for Cybertron, or maybe the animated series. There's a lot of possibilities, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this. And here's the thing, Omega Supreme really can mean so many different things, because I'm pretty sure there's multiple Transformers with the name Omega in it, and it could even not be the name. That could just be, they're trying to kind of, cause some speculation, trying to make us think about things that are not actually going to happen. But that's really all the HasLab news we have for now. So just kind of a recap, Deathsaurus will be happening, I'm assuming, pretty soon. I think maybe 1 or 2 more months, and then we'll get in hand. So we will be getting an unboxing video. It was supposed to happen before, but now it's going to happen soon, so expect that very soon. We, again, also the new HasLab won't happen in 2023. They also did say it's going to be like an Omega size, Omega style, like HasLab. They said something like that. And also, again, really this part is sort of the speculation, or kind of the guess part. Don't really mix this up with the facts, because what I just said before is facts. That's actually what happened and what he said. Where I'm thinking is it could be earlier in 2024. That's really just a guess. I do not know. But getting into the actual something that was revealed, a part of the Legacy United line, this part was actually pretty interesting. So they actually did fully reveal and kind of release the actual artwork and poster for Legacy United. And we've seen this thing before, like with Legacy Evolution, if you're kind of confused on what I'm talking about, if you do turn to, the side of the packaging, the flat side, we have half of the Legacy Evolution artwork, and, one packaging has the other half, with deluxes, let's just say, Crankcase has one half, the other deluxe has the other half. You can put both boxes together and complete that artwork. And I'm assuming they're going to do the exact same thing with this. Like, Windblade, she'll have one half of this artwork, and then Bumblebee might have the other half. But they did fully reveal the artwork, and if you don't realize how actually very important and significant it is, you actually will realize after I'm talking about this. So definitely probably Wave 1 has to be probably one of the most important, interesting parts of any start of any Transformers trilogy. For Legacy Evolution, for this one, the reason why I'm saying that is because, of course, we do have the first, reveal of Wave 1, so we kind of get an understanding of what the style is going to be, what the gimmick is going to be, what's our first leader, but also the artwork can reveal a lot of stuff you might not realize. So I'm pretty sure here we have the answer to several other questions, like what the Titanus class is going to be and what the Commander class is going to be. I do have to say this is really just speculation. I could be 100% right, or I could be 100% wrong. I do not know. So really just kind of going through all the Easter eggs, and the details. Some of these characters I'm not super familiar with. Also, some of these characters we don't even know the names of yet. Like a good example is, when we first got the Legacy Evolution artwork and logo, we had several characters, the Junkions. We were like, who are these characters? They're like, we have no idea who these are. But, some of the other characters were like, oh, that's the Nemesis. Oh, that's Optimus, and so on. So some of these characters we do not know as of yet, but we might know at the end of a Legacy United. So just starting in the details, of course, you do have the brand new Legacy United logo. That's pretty cool to see. I'm probably going to have to take quite a bit of time to start saying Legacy United instead of Legacy Evolution. I'll have to get used to that. We also actually have a brand new 40 years Transformers logo at the very bottom. I will have the entire sort of, logo or image of the artwork up on your screen for you to see yourself. And if you do have any Easter eggs or kind of details that I might have missed, let me know in the comments. And kind of going from the bottom up, we actually do have Thundertron on one side, and we do have Optimus from the animated series on the other. And I'm actually so glad Thundertron has a key, big role, or kind of a spot in the artwork. I think that looks awesome. I'm so glad with that. And there is one huge image or character in the middle. I think his name is Magmatron, if I'm correct, from Beast Wars Neo. That's what I've heard. I was very unfamiliar with this character before. When I first saw the artwork, I was like, who is that? What is that? And some people in the comments in my community section did kind of fill me in on this character, so thank you a lot. You know who you are if you did that, so thank you for letting me know on this character. But he looks absolutely crazy. I definitely think this will be if not the Titan class, the Commander class, but I'm like 99% sure this is going to be the Titan class, because it really just kind of follows that same sort of standard, that same sort of style layout we've seen with the past couple of years. Like, with Legacy Evolution, the artwork was, the Nemesis's head right in the center of the artwork, and right above that was Armada Optimus Prime, which was the Commander class. And they pretty much did the exact same thing. They have the Titan class here, supposedly, which is Magmatron, and actually to the side, I do think we have the Commander class revealed, which I could be wrong. But just kind of going through, we do actually have the Energon Megatron there, which we're going to get a core class of. Right above Optimus, we do have the animated Bumblebee. We do have a rescue bot character. I think his name is like Chase. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that. He is in Wave 1, so we'll get that figure pretty soon. And also in between Thundertron and Optimus, we do have a few new characters, which, like I said, I don't know their names of yet, but we probably will get them as figures. So probably towards the end, in Legacy United Wave 3 or 4, whatever it is, we'll be like, oh, those are those characters. Kind of like how we did with the Junkion. So, we had no idea who Scraphook was. We had no idea who Trashmaster was, or Crashbar, or Axel Grease. And then again, at the end, we were like, oh, those are those characters. So those two there in between Thundertron Optimus will probably most likely get figures of. One is a lot bigger than another, so I think this kind of already confirms maybe we're going to get, a Voyager of this rock style figure. Also, right above a Magmatron, we do have Windblade, which is also in Wave 1, so that's kind of already pretty much officially confirmed. And also, aside of Windblade, we do have some more of those rock characters. One is like a motorcycle, one's in his robot mode, so we have quite a few that we're probably going to see in this waiver series. And right above the Rescue Bots character, we do have Armada Megatron, which we already have, and it does appear he is actually partially combined with Tidal Wave. And speaking of Tidal Wave, right above Megatron, we do have Tidal Wave, which I think is definitely a very high possibility he could be our Commander class. Could it be someone else? Yes, I do think there is a huge possibility Tidal Wave could be maybe the leader of, he could be one of the leaders of this Legacy United. I do know we have, quite a bit of the assortment, for Wave 1. Pretty much for the most part, we were correct about Wave 1 and 2 and 3 and so on. So, I do think most likely this is going to be our commander class, but I'm not ruling it out as an option of it being a leader. So he is there as well. And looking at the other side, of course, right above Cybertron Megatron, we actually do have, I'm pretty sure it's the Tasmanian Kid, I think his name is. He's in his kind of lion mode or kind of tiger mode. And right above him, we actually do have Tigerhawk from Beast Wars, which he is our first leader, a part of this Legacy United line. And that's all really kind of the characters and Easter eggs I've been able to find. There is actually a ton of lava and magma across this entire thing, so I definitely think that suits the Magmatron name. So yeah, that's really all the Easter eggs. Please do, if you have any other Easter eggs or kind of thoughts or sort of little ideas or theories about this, let me know in the comments. But that's really it for all the news. This is kind of just sort of a speculation, kind of a wrap-up type thing, with the HasLab and this. This is sort of all the information, on this side. I do have a video up on the channel very, very soon covering all the reveals, of actually Legacy United. This is really just kind of talking about the artwork and the HasLab news. So kind of a quick video, but if you do want to hear my thoughts on all the figures, such as the leader, the Voyagers, the core classes, deluxes, that should be up on the channel, or it could be up right now. Please leave all your thoughts on the HasLab news and this artwork news in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.